Good morning. It's Amy from the Ross Farm, and I'm here opening our Advent calendars again today. Today is day 7 of our Advent calendars. And before we get into those, I want to talk just a little bit about yesterday's products. If you remember from the other videos, I like to go back and explore yesterday's products and give you an idea of what they're made from or the significance of the breed of sheep that the products come from. So, yesterday's was the Jack Frost fiber and yarn, and this is one of my very favorites. I have spun this particular breed before, but I didn't really know a whole lot about it. So I did a little bit of research and it's very exciting. So it is the Llen sheep, which is Welsh. It's actually spelled Lleyn, but it's pronounced Llen, as best I can determine from some videos that were posted on the Llen Sheep Breeders Association website. I like to get my information from the source. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So they believe this to be the ultimate maternal sheep. And what I found impressive was that their lambing rate is 180 to 200%. That means that nearly every ewe is having twins each year. That's a very good goal, but most breeds don't quite get there. They're usually about 150%, but to be 180 to 200%, that's just an average. That means you're probably having a fair number of triplets as well, but hardly any singles. So I found that very interesting. And they are a good dual purpose sheep. And as I said, they are Welsh. So the next time I'm in Wales, I'm certainly going to go look them up. And this is going to be something that I will add to my normal rotation of things that I like to spin because it is really, really delightful. I'm going to spin it next, I think, in full on Llen and without the merino mixed in. But my hat's off to World of Wool for putting a breed like this into their blends because it's something that most relatively normal folks would not have experienced. So this is very, very, very exciting. And it has this little bit of icicle sparkle to it that I think is going to pair, as I said in the booklet, very, very nicely with Cindy Lou. So I'm now planning some sort of Keller Worker mosaic in the two of those because each one is 50 grams. So there's an entire 100-gram skein of DK weight yarn in the two colors. So that should make a healthy sized cowl or a nice squishy, slouchy, fun hat. So I may go look through a couple of my favorite designers and see what they have that I might cast on with those. Right now I'm finishing up knitting a second sample of my emblematic hat kit. And once I finish that, I'll be ready to cast on something from this box. So that's really exciting if you're me. The other thing I wanted to show you was I actually did research this and confirm that I was correct. This is a ruler rack with a little space for pins and needles and two thread spool pegs. So that I really loved. The thing that I love even more about this is if I have it sitting next to my sewing machine, because of the weight and the materials, I can also use it as a clapper. I have a really nice sewing setup, and beside my sewing machine, I have a small ironing board with a handheld smallish iron. And when I'm pressing seams open, a clapper you put on top of those to hold the seams open until it cools and dries. And the nice thing about this is it's nice and heavy. It's very solid, and it will make as good a clapper as any of the clappers I already have. And I also like that it has these measurements on the back as well. So if I need to check real quick and see if that's a 2 3/4 inch block or 2 7/8 inch block or a 3 inch block, I can just line it up here real quick and not have to go get my ruler. So this is actually a very, very handy tool, and I'm very excited to have this in the box. A lot of the things in the box this year are things that you wouldn't necessarily buy for yourself, but they're really cool to have. Like this, I have two, maybe three ruler racks, but I've already decided that this will be for my very small rulers that get lost in my bigger ruler racks. And it can sit right next to my sewing machine on the small cutting mat next to the small ironing board. So it's going to be very, very, very handy for me once this gets home to the home studio. So I'm really excited about this. Thanks, Jenny. It's great. The next thing that we are going to do is open our packages for today. So as I said, today is day 7, and let's see what our friends at the World of Wool have to say about day 7, shall we? Day 7 is yet to come. Oh, the ghost of Christmas yet to come has been terrifying readers and watchers of A Christmas Carol for over 180 years. That's why I never watch it. Everything's scary. It is no doubt responsible for a fair few individuals vowing to mend their ways during the Christmas period. This dark, stoic character alludes to the demise of Ebenezer Scrooge, while never speaking a single word, merely pointing or nodding from beneath its dark cowl. Maybe that's what we'll knit with it, a dark cowl. The sheer terror of this reality is the final part of Scrooge's redemption arc, and, having met this ghost, yes, it's death. The story of A Christmas Carol starts to draw to an end. So, the ghost of Christmas yet to come creeps us out. So we wanted a blend that did the opposite. Okay, I like where this is going. We've created a blend of fibers that is dark to represent this character, but also soft and opulent, so it is still enjoyable. Natural gray and black merino make up the base, with additions of alpaca, llama, and kid mohair to lighten the color and produce some defined stripes along the length of the top. All of these fibers have a soft handle, with the kid mohair adding a welcome sheen alongside the darker shades. We've only blended this combination a few times, as we wanted to give our crafters the ability to make this shade as solid or variegated as they liked through their work. And the blend is 50% alpaca, 50% merino, 25% alpaca, 12.5% llama, and 12.5% kid mohair. Let's get this open and see what it's like. This is kind of exciting. I really like this idea. And I really think maybe a dark cowl might be fitting for this blend. If it's so soft and luxurious like they say it is, that might, oh. You guys, this is some stuff right here. Look at this. It is shiny and soft. So if I close my eyes, I feel like I'm holding a baby kitten. If you've ever held a teeny tiny baby kitten, when they have their baby kitten fur and not their big cat fur yet, that's exactly what this feels like. It is so soft and smooth. It's soft to the point that it almost feels wet. It's just, oh, this is going to be a delight to spin. This is going to be such a delight to spin. I can't wait to open up the yarn now and see how it's the same but different. That's going to be amazing. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm sorry. I know I say every day is so exciting, but I mean, come on, it's a fiber blend. Of course it's exciting. Let's see what we've got in here. Alrighty. So, This yarn is made of black baby alpaca, gray baby alpaca, de-haired llama, and kid mohair. So this blend doesn't have any merino in it. It's just 50% alpaca, 25% llama, and 25% kid mohair. The ghost of Christmas yet to come creeps us out, so we wanted a yarn that did the opposite. We've used fibers that are dark to represent this character, but also soft and squishy, so it is still enjoyable. The steel gray yarn is made of natural shades and has a wonderful handle and drape to it, accompanied by the light sheen provided by the silky kid mohair. Okay, number 7. Let's see what this one's like. This is all natural, and it's all camelid, which I appreciate. You know how much I appreciate natural fibers. Oh, I wish you could feel this. Oh, we're gonna need to add feel-o-vision to this programming somehow. This, it has a sheen to it from the kid mohair. Kid, by the way, means baby. So this is baby goat with llama and alpaca. It is so soft and so shiny, and this definitely needs to be a cowl. This definitely needs to be a cowl. It is gorgeous. It really is. Oh, that is so exciting. Oh, if they would sell skeins of this, I would highly recommend that you purchase some because it's truly luscious. Shall we open Jenny's Countdown to Christmas 2024? I think we should. Oh, and here's number 7 right on top. I have a guess as to what this is. It feels the size and shape to be something called a charm pack. And a charm pack is something that is multiple different prints in 5 by 5 inch cuts. And it makes piecing much faster. Oh, I'm right. It is a charm pack of the fabric line called Strawberry Lemonade by Sherry and Chelsea. They have a really good podcast called A Quilter's Life if you ever are looking for a good video podcast. It is teal and kind of an apple green and like a lime green and a little bit of a mustard yellow and then like a pomegranate red and some salmon pink and some kind of Dijon mustard and then some whites. So this is a really cool charm pack. It's also a very summery charm pack, so I'm wondering where we're going with this. Usually in the Countdown to Christmas boxes, if you get fabric like this, there's going to be a pattern or project that uses that particular charm pack in the next couple of days. So we're going to set this aside, but we're not going to set it too far aside because we're probably going to have to bring it back out when we open the next package. So that is our Jenny's Countdown to Christmas package. And the wrapping paper here has all of the little Chuck the Ducks on the wrapping paper. I think that's really cute. Their little mascot is Chuck the Duck, which is a chick that quacks. So I guess he identifies as a duck. It's adorable. Anyways, so today our featured product is one of my favorites. You know how much I love the rare breeds, and you know how much I just never shut up about the very, very, very small populations of true American breeds of sheep. That's why today I chose our Hog Island roving and our Hog Island yarn. The yarn is called Nell and has a picture on the label of Nell and her baby. And Nell was one of our very first Hog Islands that we got from the Mount Vernon Ladies Association when we got our original Hog Islands. So I wanted to honor Nell with this skein of yarn, and then we also have it as roving for hand spinning. So that would be like this product, only this. And these are both over 4 ounces and qualify for the Shave 'em to Save 'em project from the Livestock Conservancy. So you can find Nell and the Hog Island Roving on our website at therossfarm.com. And it's very, very exciting. It's super fun to work with something that you may not have heard of or may not be very mainstream, which this is definitely not. This is the first time I've actually ever had Hog Island yarn because of the staple length and its squishiness. It's very, very hard to get a mill to spin the Hog Island fiber. So that's our featured product for today. And from our studio here in Hudson, Ohio, we'll see you again tomorrow for day 8.